Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about one of my favorite eye creams at the moment. It's called Total Eye and it's made by a company called PureBiology. I found it on Amazon. This was not sent to me for review. This is something that I just found and did some research on, and I decided to purchase it. And I'm in love with it, so I want to share it with you guys. Now, originally I was going to do a video about all my favorite Amazon purchases, but then I thought, you know what, I'm really going to be doing a lot of these products a disservice because I feel like a lot of them deserve a video of their own because they're that great. So that's what I've decided to do. So I'm just going to put up a bunch of short little videos about one product each. So this is the one that I'm going to be talking about today. Now, I do want to say that I have probably about five eye creams that I have in rotation right now. And this one just recently made the cut. Now, some of the ones that have not made the cut, I'm just gonna give you a little example. These are the ones that I've purchased in the last, I don't know, maybe year or so. And they're just things that I just always reach past because they don't address everything that I need them to address. And you know, I don't have any problem mixing and matching a lot of my eye creams because every day kind of presents a new issue around my eye, I guess. You know, I'm about to be 45 years old. I do have mature skin. I definitely have some crepiness going on. I definitely have some, you know, sagging up above on my upper eyelids. I've got some fine lines and some texture issues and stuff like that. So depending on what I see in the mirror that morning, that pretty much determines what I'm going to reach for that day. You know, some days my eye area looks really, really dehydrated, and so I'm going to reach for something that has a lot more moisture and that's very hydrating. There's some days where my eyes just feel really tired, and there's this one particular gel that I really reach for because it's got a cooling effect, and it just kind of really awakens my eyes, if that's a thing. So my eye area pretty much tells a story every single morning. It kind of lets me know, you know, what my diet kind of looked like the day before, whether I drank enough water, whether I got enough sleep, what the weather's like today, what's going on in my body as far as hormones and stuff, and you know, what time of the month it is, because that always affects, you know, the look of my eyes as well. And so depending on all those factors, that's how I decide which eye cream I'm going to use for that day. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to tell you about Total Eye by PureBiology, and then we will say goodbye. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you about this product is that I found it on Amazon for $23.90, and it's 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters. Now, one thing that really stood out for me, however, this will never be a determining factor on whether I like a product or not, but I thought it was pretty impressive. It has 2,877 reviews on this product, and it has a 4.7 star out of 5 stars. And I just thought that was pretty impressive. Like I said, that's never going to sway my judgment one way or another. I think one time I reviewed the CeraVe eye cream and the reviews were phenomenal, but I did not have a good experience with it. And so because of that, you know, I let you guys know. So like I said, the reviews are never going to sway me one way or another. However, I do encourage you to take a look at the reviews because, especially if you're somebody who suffers from any under eye puffiness or discoloration, there are a lot of reviews with pictures attached that show improvement in those areas. I used to have issues with under eye puffiness, but if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I did get fillers in this area right here to camouflage the under eye puffiness. So I cannot attest to whether or not it helps with under eye puffiness or discoloration because I addressed that with filler. But I can tell you that I personally think that this is a phenomenal product. One of the reasons that I think it's a great product is that, first of all, it's extremely, extremely lightweight. It's not greasy at all. It's very kind of like a cream serum. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on the back of my hand here. It looks like a cream at first, and then it just really glides. It really has a lot of slip, and it feels really, really silky, and it just absorbs so, so well. Once this absorbs, there's nothing left on the surface. No residue, no shine, no nothing. It just really absorbs very effectively right into the skin. Another reason that I like it is that it really plays well with a lot of my other skincare products. Now, right now, I have this on my eyes, but I also have it all over my face and neck because a little bit goes a long way. And because of the price, because it's only $23.90 and you seem to get a lot, I have no problem using it for, you know, other parts of my face and my neck. Now, the reason I really like it around my eyes is that it kind of goes on like a gel, and it almost feels like a gel at first because you definitely get a tightening effect. But then all of a sudden the moisture kicks in, and then it's extremely moisturizing, like I said, without feeling heavy, without any residue, without anything left on the surface of the skin. Now, I did put this all around my eyes, and then I put a drop of the niacinamide from The Ordinary on top of both my eyes because I like to use the niacinamide as an eyelid primer, and as you can see, it's worked really, really well. There's no creasing or anything like that. That's what my last video was about. But this product seems to play well with all of my other skincare, with my other face creams, with my SPF, with other eye creams, and I am someone who oftentimes mixes and matches my eye creams. I feel like most eye creams are formulated in a way that you can mix and match them, whereas some face creams and stuff you may not be able to because they might contain high levels of retinol or glycolic acid or something like that, and you need to be careful. But with eye creams, it's typically pretty safe to, kind of combine your eye creams in a way that works best, for your eye area. I'm very in tune with my skin, especially the skin around my eyes, so I always know when I can use something alone or when I might need to add something. Now with this eye cream, I just don't feel like a lot needs to be added to it ever. But let me go ahead and talk about the ingredients real quick because I definitely purchase all of my skincare products based on their ingredients, and this one is no exception. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at my notes here because obviously I can't memorize an ingredient list or anything like that. And I just want to let you know a little bit about these ingredients. Now the first few ingredients are definitely to help with the skin's moisture barrier. We've got a lot of fatty acids and emollients. We have a hydrolyzed rice protein, which is supposed to improve the skin's moisture barrier, as well as a hydrolyzed pea protein, which is also supposed to do the same thing. Then we have glycine, which is a skin replenishing amino acid. And we have proline, which is another amino acid, and it's also skin replenishing. And then we have sodium hyaluronate, which is a salt form of hyaluronic acid, which most of you know is an emollient, and it's really good for keeping the skin moist. We also have shea butter, which is an emollient and a skin soothing ingredient. And then we have an ingredient called baobab. And that is kind of the selling point on this product because apparently baobab comes from a tree in Africa. And the most impressive thing about the baobab tree is its integral antioxidant capacity is what it's called. Apparently the antioxidant capacity is 10 times higher than orange pulp, which I guess is the standard by which antioxidant capacity is measured by. But this ingredient includes abundant levels of ascorbic acid, citric acid, malic acid, and succinic acid. And it's just a really powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant ingredient. And as most of you know, antioxidants are just really good at fighting free radicals in order to prevent further skin damage, but also to repair just some of the damage that's already been done. So again, I am just totally in love with this product right now. It's got a really silky, smooth application. It's kind of a cream serum, so it's extremely lightweight, wears well under makeup, plays well with all of my other skincare. There's really nothing bad that I can say about this product. I just think it's incredible. So if you're in the market for a new eye cream, I really encourage you to give this one a shot. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to this product in my description box so that you can go take a look and see what the manufacturer has to say about it, see what the reviews say about it, and take a look at those pictures and stuff like that, and take a look at the ingredients and everything else. But like I said, I really encourage you to give this one a shot. I do not think that you will be disappointed. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you would be so kind, and I will meet you back here next week.